Taking some airborne chewies because my sister just said she didn't feel good and I cannot catch a cold because I'll never recover. So shout out to Airborne. It has been another bad headache day. And like they're all bad somehow, but like I don't know, I'm just really over it at this point. I went to therapy this morning and it was kind of hard. And then I came home and my head is just killing me. So I'm gonna try to go to sleep and hopefully tomorrow will be better. Well, it's Tuesday and I'm sitting upstairs in my sunglasses in the same clothes that I was in yesterday. If that gives you any indication on how my day is going. 5 minutes of peace is all I ask. Just took a bath with a huge CBD bath bomb and actually did a CBD hair mask on my scalp. So I'm hoping that that will help my head a little bit. Huge advocate for CBD, so just throwing that out there if you want to add that into your life regimen, because I think everybody can benefit from it a little bit. But for now I'm just gonna lay low still because my head rules all. I'm up pretty early. I was planning on going to yoga this morning, but it's just not gonna happen. So instead, I will watch, excuse me, David Dobrik on Jimmy Fallon. Two people I love very, very much. So that's just kind of what I'm doing now until therapy later. So let's hope I go to yoga later tonight because I really need to breathe. Gets me every time. So I just got back from therapy and it was my 15th session with my current therapist, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, that I've spent 15 hours with her since December. But today she had me thinking about all these tiny victories that I've managed to do, and I've just totally glossed over them. So right now I think I'm going to focus on the tiny victories and trying to stay present and everything else that I've learned in therapy. But it's hard, man. Like, I picked a crazy time to dive deep and decide to do the work that my mental health requires. Sorry for all the movement. This little jerk just crawled over my lap. I gotta say hi to everyone, Ruby. So yeah, feeling good, feeling weird, feeling good and weird. Still have a killer headache, but at least I have therapy. Bad head days combined with weird therapy days generally give me the nighttime sads, which I have right now. therapy is just such a wonderfully weird tool, because like you have to do all the work, so you should be so like appreciative of yourself and like proud of yourself. And that's something that I really struggle with, is like being proud of this new life that I'm trying to navigate. So I'm feeling lucky that I have the therapist that I do, and that she listens to me, and I actually feel heard, and I have friends and family that support me. But at the end of the day, it's just me and my dogs. So Wednesday night sads is what I got today for you. I'm really hoping that tomorrow morning is better, because I really just need to get to yoga ASAP. I woke up with so much anxiety and like tightness in my chest. I think I was having nightmares. I don't remember them at all, but now I have this weird cloud over me that's already over me because it's the morning time and my meds are wearing off. So I had to immediately wake up and take a Klonopin, because I hate this feeling. I hate the feeling of having no control over your body and what it's doing. So taking back a little bit of control. Let's hope this helps. Got a new CBD to try. It's 3,000 milligrams, usually like 1,500. It definitely tastes like weed, but I'm excited to see if it helps. I also picked this up this week to see if it helps my stomach at all. It seemed to help a little bit yesterday, but that could just be mind over matter. I just added a new sticky note to my thoughts that stay on the wall. Arising within me started to resonate at first, but then I am like mastering that. My thoughts are arising within me, or my feelings are arising within me. It's not the thoughts. So now I'm focusing more on remembering the tiny victories, because I think it's something I super struggle with. I'm my hardest critic and just want to be a normal 28-year-old that goes back to their full-time job and can hang out with people on the weekend. So there's that. Alrighty, let's celebrate a tiny victory. I've been trying since before New Year's to get all of my Christmas decorations down and put away, and I finally, after like 15 days of slowly accumulating them, they are all put away. So my head feels like shit, but at least I got something done off my to-do list. Took a little nap, and now time for yoga. Even though I'm a sleeper 10. Just got back from yoga, and it was a super intense class that kicked my ass. But she said some things I definitely needed to hear. I dedicated my practice to myself and my tiny victories, so that was cool, because for the first time ever, I got crow pose, which is something I've honestly been trying to do for like 3 years, but could never properly do it. So feeling pretty happy about that. My legs are going to hurt so bad tomorrow, but that's okay. No pain, no gain is what they say. What a stupid phrase. Nighttime sads ruin everything. That is me being my extreme self by saying that. But really, I hate it. Like, I went to yoga, and it was really good, and I'm in bed at 7:30, about to listen to a podcast about healing my inner child. And I'm having a moment of weakness and wishing that this wasn't my life. I guess all there is to do is breathe and cuddle up with these two. And just hope that tomorrow's a better day. I just got back from therapy and it was a rough one. So we'll see how I do this weekend. And now I'm getting ready to watch the Station 19 Grey's Anatomy crossover, so please pray for me and pray for my crying eyes, because I know I'm gonna cry like 1,000 times. Everything in me does not want to go to yoga right now because it's 4:30 and I'd much rather just take a nap or whatever. But I'm going, so celebrate the tiny victories. And I'm going to try a long sleeve shirt for the first time. I'll probably hate it, but my arms get really sweaty. I did the thing, I went to yoga, I felt a little bit better, but now I'm just grumpy and overwhelmed and lots of things. So I will pick this back up in a moment when I'm cooking myself dinner and I'm not so hangry and I've had wine. It's almost 8 o'clock and I made some dinner. I'm about to take my meds. I think I might take a little bath. And then that will conclude the week in my life. It's not that interesting, and I know that. And it's hard to see somebody you love struggle so much, but I'm so proud of myself for doing this. Like, when I don't even want to wake up in the morning, but I can still come back and focus on something like this. So thank you to whoever is watching this, and thank me to keeping up with it and doing it. So I hope you guys all have a great weekend and an even better next week.